वो मैं अभी आया हूँ जैसे मैं आया जो मेरा ज़्यादा फ्लो पड़ा ये इसलिए आगे बढ़ रहे
मगन थोड़ी
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Zubair Ahmad Kaloro. Today we continue same lecture. We did last time group of permutation. Now in group of permutation, what is cyclic permutation? Cyclic permutation, let S be a non-empty set, and permutation on S is called a cyclic permutation. If there exists a finite subset, you say A1 to AR of S such that now if P of A1 equal to A2, it means image of A1 is A2, image of A2 is A3, image of A3 is A4, then image of R, image of E or minus 2 is A or minus 1. Similarly, image of E or minus 1 is AR, and image of AR is A1. It means complete the cycle starting from A1 and again AR and again AR mapped to A1. And also there must exist some element which are fixed, just like f of p of a equal to a, and this a belongs to S but not belongs to this subset A1 to AR. The permutation P defined above is denoted by this. This P is any permutation, or you say simply cycle, whose elements are A1, A2, A3 up to AR. This notation representing A1 map A2, A2 map to A3, then A R minus 1 map AR, again AR map to A1. This is one complete cycle. Okay, and there exists at least one element A which is fixed, means A map to A itself, and A is not belonging to this subset, but A belongs to S. And permutation represented by cycle, suppose a cycle of length 5. It means here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is R element. It means length of cycle is R. Suppose a cycle of length 5 that represent a permutation is 1, 3, 4. It means 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4, 4 goes to 2, 2 goes to 6, and 6 again goes to 1. Let it represent a permutation of degree 9 on the set S. It means S is a non-empty set whose elements are 9. That's why we are saying that degree is 9. Means starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In degree 9 permutation, we have cycle of length 5. This is cycle. Other elements, what about other elements? Other elements are fixed. Suppose here is, where is a 5? 5 map to 5. What about 7? 7 map to 7, 8 map to 8, 9 map to 9. And only we have one cycle. Now every element map to the just after it. Hence there 1 map to 3 and 3 map to 4 and so on. Now in permutation of degree 9, the missing elements are 5, 7, 8, 9, which are mapped themselves, and you say this is simply one cycle and therefore not mentioned in the given cycle. Now if this cyclic notation can be written in permutation form, what is permutation form? Here 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4, 4 goes to 2, 2 goes to 6, 6 goes to 1, and other elements, remaining elements are fixed. 5 goes to 5, 7 goes to 7, 8 goes to 8, 9 goes to 9. Okay, now rearrange, writing in increasing order. This is 1, 1 goes to 3, then this is a 2, 2 goes to 6, then 3 goes to 4, and 4 goes to 2, 5 is fixed, 6 goes to 1, 7 goes to 7, 8 goes to 8, 9 goes to 9. Okay, this is, this cycle can be written in this form, or this permutation can be written in cyclic form. Okay, now multiplication of cycles. Multiplication of cycles done by simple multiplication of permutation. We did in last lectures how to multiply uh, our composition of two permutation. In first step, just like we have two cycles, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 4, 1. First of all, convert these cycles in permutation form, in this form, because he has written that these cycles are of degree 6. It means permutation whose 6 elements. What about other are also fixed. Now first of all, you write these permutations in these cycles in permutation form, then you simply multiply. Okay, then how to multiply? It's depend upon you. It's depend upon you. You multiply left to right or right to left. Just you should define first how you are multiplying. Okay, then, but in this case, uh, because Aves helped me to type these notes, and he multiply from right to left. But in our class, I told you we are using from left to right, but it's no problem. No need to confuse. Okay, now first of all, you convert in matrix form, in permutation form, then you simply multiply, and we get, again you write this permutation in cyclic form. Okay, and since cycle of length 1 represent the identity permutation, means any permutation whose only cycles, maybe many cycles, but each cycle is length 1, is called identity permutation. Because in identity permutation, 1 map to 1, 2 map to 2, 3 map to 3. Now here, just like 1, 2, 3 is one cycle, other element are fixed. You write in this way, or no need to write the same. 4, 5, 6, it means these are the fixed elements. Then this equal to same 1, 2, 3. Now disjoint cycle. What is disjoint cycle? Means the cycle, the cyclic permutation P and Q in Sn are said to be disjoint if every x belongs to x is mapped by one permutation and remain fixed by the other permutation. Means the element that are mapped there, that are permuted by P or not permuted in Q, or vice versa. Same way, if P of x is not equal to x, then Q of x means image of x in a P not equal to x, then Q of x equal to x. Or you simply say two cycles are said to be disjoint if they act on disjoint set of symbols. Means there's nothing common. For example, 1, 3, 5, one cycle, 2, 4, 5, second. It means there's no any common. Here 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 5, 5 goes to 1. It's a one cycle. 2 goes to 4, 4, 2 goes to 6, 6 goes to 8, 8 goes to 9. It means both are the disjoint. But here 1, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 5, 6. This is not disjoint because 3 is common in both. Okay. Now express the following permutation as product of disjoint cycle. Now there are two ways, I think maybe three ways to write or represent the permutation product of disjoint. One way, first you convert these cycles in permutation form, then you simply multiply and you get disjoint cycles. And another way, uh, just like I first is a theorem. Every permutation is either a cycle or can be written as product of pairwise disjoint. This is very important theorem. Every permutation is either a cycle or can be written as product of pairwise disjoint cycle. First of all, any permutation is a cycle or can be written as product of disjoint cycle. Just like write the permutation, this is the permutation alpha. Okay, this alpha belongs to S x3 means degree 6, 3 factorial is 6 as a product of disjoint cycle. Now start with any number, say 1. 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 5, okay, 5 goes to 1. One cycle is complete. It means 1 to 5 is one of the cycle of which alpha is composed. Again, take remaining, say starting from 3, 3 goes to 6, 6 goes to 4, and 4 goes to 3. Again, second cycle is also complete. Means alpha equal to what? One cycle is 1, 2, 3, and second cycle is 3, 6, and 4. And maybe write in this way, first 3, 6, 4 and 1, 2, 3, because disjoint, I told you last time, disjoint cycle always commutes, but in general permutation group is not commutative. But if you have disjoint cycle, they are commute. That's why you write 1, 2, 5 or 3, 4, 6, both are the same. Okay, now again you take another example, just like alpha equal to this. Now see here, one cycle is 1, 4, 4 goes to 7, 7 goes to 3, and 3 goes to one cycle. Here is a one thing is missing, here is a 3. Okay, correct it. Alpha equal to 1, 4, 7, 3. Here you write 3. Okay, one cycle, again second 2, 6, 6, 2. Second cycle, only one element is fixed. Here is a 5. 5 you write here. And no need to write cycle of length 1. You write 1, 4, 7, and 3, and 2, 6. And you know that both are disjoint. Again, in this example, 1 goes to 7, 7 goes to 3, 3 goes to 1. So one cycle. Again, another 2, 6, 6, 2. Second cycle. 4, 5, and 5, 4. Third cycle. Now again, there is a 3 cycles. 3 cycles are disjoint. It means every permutation either a cycle or can be written as product of pairwise disjoint cycle. And again express, now again this is given in product of cycles, but these are not disjoint. Now express this as a product of disjoint cycle. This is a very easy way. In first step, you convert these cycles in permutation, and then multiply three permutations together, just like we did in class. Okay. First is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is x, and in second row, this is a 3, 6. Means 3 goes to 6, 6 goes to 3, 3 goes to 6, 6 goes to 3. Remaining elements are fixed. Okay. Again here 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 4, 4 goes to 6. Other elements are fixed. And in finally 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 2, and 5. It means you directly write here. Here's just like 1 goes to 1, and 1 goes to 2, and 2 goes to 5. Okay. Again here is image is 2, and 2 goes to 4, and 4 goes to again is a 4. This simple multiplication, just like you write this is alpha, beta, and gamma. Then composite function gamma of beta of alpha of x. Then we starting and get finally this 5, 4, 3, 6, 1. This is a permutation. Okay. This is one, first row is same, and last row. Again, you can write in cyclic form. 1 goes to 5, 5 goes to 1, one permutation, one cycle. 2 goes to 4, 4 goes to 6, 6 goes to 2, another. Now see here, both are disjoint. Okay. Now another important theorem, the product of two cycle of Sn is commute. I told you before, if two disjoint cycles, they must be commute, and it means if alpha equal to 1, 3, 5 and beta equal to 2, 4, both belongs to S5, then show that alpha beta into beta alpha both are same. Now this is a very simple computation. You multiply both, you will get same result this, because 2, 4 and 1, 3, 5 both are disjoint cycle and inverse of cycle. Okay, inverse of cycle means inverse. Last time we did inverse of permutation. If we have cycle from 1 to n is a cycle, then inverse of this cycle we reverse the element. Here is 1, 2, 3 up to n, is starting from 1, then n minus over n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, then top of 3, 2 and 1. This inverse of, and written in a reverse order. This is very easy. Now here is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 34, it's 3, 4 up to n, and 1, 2, 3, 4 n, and it means this one goes to 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and its inverse means reverse the order. If you multiply both, equal to identity. Now how we check this inverse of cycle is correct or not? You multiply alpha, alpha means any cycle, into alpha inverse, its inverse cycle. If you multiply them together, you get identity, same. Therefore 1, 2, 3 n is inverse of 1, 2, 3 up to n is n minus 1, 3, 2 and 1. Now in particular, every transposition is its own inverse. Every transposition is its own inverse. Now what is transposition? Transposition means any cycle whose length is 2. Whose length of 2 means only 2 elements in a cycle. Such cycle is called transposition. Now since if 1, 2 is a transposition, then inverse of 1, 2 is 2, 1 according to definition. But 2, 1 can be written in 1, 2. That's why every transposition is its own inverse. And you simply easy, you can check. You multiply 1, 2 inverse and 1, 2, again you get identity permutation. And identity permutation means x goes to x1, 1 goes to 1, 2 goes to 2, 3 goes to 3, 4 goes to 4. Okay. Now order of the cycle. Okay, before length of the cycle means number of elements present in a cycle is called length of the cycle. Just like in cyclic permutation, if any cycle whose elements are r, then length is r. But order of the cycle is also depend upon a length of the cycle. Here cycle notation to represent permutation. A permutation is an element of symmetric group. Here we study the order of the element group. Thus the order of the cycle means the order of the member of the symmetric group. The order of the cycle related to the length, which can be described as fellow. Let's suppose you say a 3 cycle. This is a permutation. Okay, here and permutation on S8. This is a cycle whose length is 3, because 3 element length is 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 8. Now it means 1 goes to 5, okay, 5 goes to 8, 8 goes to 1, and p of x equal to x if x belongs to the other element, all are fixed because the S8. Okay, it means there are 3 elements, length is 3. Now how we check order? Here p3 of 1 equal to p square p of 1, and what is p of 1 is 5, is not a 4. This is not a 4. Is a p square 5. Again p square can be written p into p of 5. What is p of 5? P of 5 is 8. P of 5 is 8. Again what is p of 8 is 1. It means we are starting from 1 and again we get the same. Then what is the power of p is 3. It means order of this cycle is 3. Again you can check another element you starting, because in cycle no, you take any element from the subset, maybe you take 1 till 5 8, no problem. If you take 5 means p square into p of 5. What is p of 5 is 8, p square 8. Again p of 8 means p of 8 is 1. And what is p of 1? And p of what is p of 1? P of 1 is 5. It means again 3. If you starting from 8, again you get same order. Now also p cube of x is x for all x belongs to this, and hence here if x belongs to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and p cube of x is I of x, order of p is 3, and length of the p is any permutation. Okay, and the order of the permutation, if p is any permutation on Sn is a cycle of length k, then order of p is k. This is very important. Okay, if length of the cycle is k, then order of the cycle also k. See here in this example, length is 3, then order also 3. Order and length both are same. Okay, but this is only one cycle. See here in this example, only one cycle whose length is 3. But any permutation can be written product of disjoint cycle. If we have 2 or 3 disjoint cycle, then how we find the length? This is question. This is very easy. Let alpha is a cycle from x1 to xk be a k cycle, then alpha is order k. We already did here. Now again another very important theorem. Let alpha be a product of two disjoint cycles. Suppose b, beta and gamma. Then order of alpha, that is order of alpha is LCM of k and l. If we have more than one cycle, disjoint cycle, then order, how we find the order? We find order by take LCM of both. Here is order of beta is k and order of gamma is this is L. Oh, this is L. Order of the gamma is L. Okay, again correct this, because y1 y2 up to y sub L. Then we take LCM of k and L. This is the order. Now take example. Find the order of this permutation. Now write alpha as a disjoint cycle. First step we write in disjoint cycle. This is a 5. Omit this 5. No problem. Now you take LCM. What is order of this? 3. What is order of this? 2. What is order of this? 1. What is LCM of 3 2 1 is 6. It means order of A is 6. Okay, if we have one cycle, then number of element length is order. If we have product of disjoint cycle, then we take LCM of the cycles, maybe 3 4 5, no problem. Okay, now what is transposition? A cycle of length 2 is called transposition. Means the cycle 2 3 is a transposition that represent a permutation in which 4 is mapped to 5 and 5 mapped to back to 4. The remaining missing elements are unchanged. Means every cycle can be expressed product of transposition. Okay, any cycle can be expressed as product of transposition. Again, every permutation can be represented as product of cycle, and again cycle represented by transposition. It means every permutation can be represented product of transposition, because transposition also cycle whose length is 2. Means every permutation can be expressed as product of transposition. Just like we have this cycle 1. How we find the transposition? There are many ways, but you follow this way. You take x1 and xk, then x1 xk minus 1, second, again x1 xk minus 2, up to xk and x1. Okay, this is transposition. But if you find transposition in any way, but number of transposition in every way is always fixed. Okay, in many books there are different ways to find the number of transposition. Means if number of transposition in one way is 5, then another way is also 5. Just like this, in this example, 1 2 3 4. Take 1 4, one transposition, 1 3 second, 1 2 third. If you want, you can also find that like this way: 1 2 1 2 3 3 4. Also in this way, this is also 3. There's been no need. Don't worry about this. But number of transposition is always same. Means every transposition is on inverse. Okay, just like alpha equal to 2 3, then alpha inverse also 2 3, because 2 3 and 3 2 both are same. If you multiply both, you get identity permutation. Every permutation is itself a transposition. Okay, every permutation, because every permutation can be written as product of cycles, and every cycle can be represented transposition. It means every permutation itself a transposition or can be represented product of transpositions. Just like express this product of transpositions. Okay, now first you write in cyclic form. Okay, now this is 5 3 cycle 2. It means this already transposition, but this 1 2 3 4 can be written in 1 3 1 4 1 2, because these are all the disjoint. Then no problem of order. First you write this or this or this. Okay, these are all the transposition, and one is this. It means b equal to this. Means this permutation we can easily write in product of transpositions. Okay, now every permutation of finite set is product of transposition, but the representation is not unique. Okay, I told before you, representation is not unique. It means maybe we write in this way: 1 2 2 3 3 4, but number of transposition always fixed. Here 1 2 3 4. It means in every way number of transposition always 4. Okay, okay. Even and odd permutation. A permutation is said to be even permutation if it can be expressed as product of even number of transposition. Means first of all, if permutation is given and anyone asks you this permutation is even or odd, how you check? First of all, you convert given permutation in product of transpositions. Okay, then you count transposition. If transpositions is even number, then permutation is even. If number of transposition is odd number, then transposition is odd. It's very easy way. अच्छा, अगर कनेक्शन कट जाए तो फिर हम रीज्वाइन करेंगे, क्योंकि टाइम आउट हो जाता है तो कनेक्शन कैंसिल हो जाता है, तो वेट करना अगर कट जाए तो. ओके, a permutation cannot be both even or odd. If permutation f is expressed as product of transposition, then number of transposition either always even or odd. Okay, and if you write any permutation in product of transposition, then transposition either even number or odd number, not both together. Another way to check the even or odd permutation. Okay, this is the one way. And the second way is this: alpha is any permutation belong to Sn, a pair or S, where R is less than or equal to S, S less than or equal to N, N means this N, is said to be an inversion if alpha of R, alpha means image of R greater than image of S, not M. Okay, image of R always greater than image of S. The total number of inversion of permutation alpha is called signature. Okay, first of all we find the inversion, and then we will count inversions, and total number of inversion is called signature of alpha, and signature of alpha denoted by this. And if signature is even number, then permutation is even. If signature is odd number, then permutation is odd. Okay, let us take example. This is a permutation in a set. Find the number of inversion of alpha and hence find the signature. This is very interesting. Okay, in first step we write x in increasing order. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now we have here is 1. What is image of 1? 4. Okay, image of 1 is 4. Now you check 4 is greater than which element in the right hand side? 4 greater than 1. See here. 4 greater than 3 here. 4 greater than 2 here. 4 oh bus, okay, means only 3. Again, what is the image of 2 is 7. 7 is greater than 1. Only we go to right side. Leave the left element. 7 greater than 1, 5, 3, 2 and 6. Yes. Again, image of 4 is 5. 5 greater than 3, 2. Okay, only 2 element. No need to go in left one. Again, 6 goes to 2. 2, 0 means no. 7 goes to 8. No. Oh, 7 goes to 8 and 8 greater than 6. It means then we have paired RS like this. One is 1 and second is 3. Okay, R is what? R is 1 and S is 3. And again, R is 1, it is a 5 because greater than 3. Again, 1 and this greater than 2. What is the pre-image of 2? 6. Again, second element is 2 and 2 corresponds 7 greater than 1 is a 3. 2 is again 2 and 7 is greater than 5, it means 4. Again 2, 7 is greater than 2 and the pre-image of 2 is 6. Okay, again 2 greater than 6 and pre-image of this is 8. These are the RS. Again 4, this is a 4. 4 means 5 greater than 3, 2. 3, 2 is a 3. 5 is greater than here 3. And what is pre-image of this is a 6. Okay, and 5 and 6. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 inversion, it means signature is 12. Signature is total number of inversion. Now 12 is even or odd? 12 is even. It means this permutation is even permutation. You can easily check by in this way. You write in cyclic permutation, then you write in product of transposition, then count the transposition, or you can use this way. It's very important. But correct here, here is a S, not N. Okay. Okay, second, a permutation alpha is said to be even or odd permutation according as total number of inversion is an even number or odd number. According to a signature is an even number or odd number. Okay, if signature in the above example, signature is 12, it means above permutation is even. Now some very important results discuss. A cycle of length n can be expressed as n minus 1 transposition. It's very important. Okay, a cycle of length n can be expressed product of n minus 1 transposition. It means if we have a cycle of length 5, it means a cycle of length 5 can be represent 4 product of 4 transpositions. Therefore, a cycle length n will be, if 5 is odd, then permutation will be even or transposition will be even. If n is even, then transposition will be odd. Okay, in particular every single transposition is odd permutation because only one is odd number, and identity permutation is even permutation. Identity permutation is even permutation, transposition is odd. Identity permutation always an even permutation. This is because